Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is October. We are getting ourselves geared up for Halloween or fall or whatever you guys like to celebrate in October. Uh, I was looking around at some different challenges. They have like Inktober, obviously Witchtober. We were talking about that the other day. Um, Day went really well. We've been having great weather down here in Florida now since that major storm came through and basically thrashed the whole place. Things are slowly coming back to normal. Good, tablet finally updated. Now I can get one of my chat windows put up. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. We are going to have a little bit of fun today. We're going to work on our Halloween witch we're working on. Probably play with the perspective ruler a little bit in Clip Studio Paint and come up with a nice reference shot of maybe the background that I was talking about, of like a neighborhood where it looks like the witch is flying overhead. So we'll dive into that in just a moment. Let me go to my chat area for this. There we go. That's not bad. Much better. Okay, so we got that chat area set up. So, well, let's dive into it and have some fun. So, we'll grab my glove here. That way I'm not hitting buttons I don't need to. Yeah, let's see. Is this guy off? Yeah, he's a little bit forward. There we go. Not too bad. What do I got? There we go. Alright, there we go. And we go ahead and just get this guy pushed off to the side. Come on, close out. There we go. We'll let him be, put him off further off here to the side. Okay, where were we at? Oh yeah. Let me open up my Windows section here. Let's see if we can find some neighborhood. Bird's eye view. See if we can find some reference images we can use. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I think I do like that one. Maybe we'll drag that one over into here. There we go. Just going to use it as a reference area for it. So what we'll do is we will take this bad boy. We will copy him. And we're going to use our Halloween witch here. Let me go ahead and get the witch taken care of first. We'll get back to playing with her, but let me put a new folder in. We'll make it really title it witch, because we're going to work on some perspective stuff for the rest of these goodies. Let's move some of this. Go right on up here. Let's put all this in a folder. That way we're not having so many darn layers showing up at one time. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. We copied it already. And we'll go to paste here. And we are just going to use it as a reference so we kind of get an idea. Alright. Yes, I see the notification. I know I'm live now. So let's do that. We'll move this guy down a little bit. Maybe we'll make it a little bit larger, because what we'll do is we can either mess with the perspective ruler, but I think we might actually just use it as a sketch. I also don't like it straight. Let's give it a little bit of a tilt. That way it still feels a little bit more interesting. And we're just going to maybe pop it out a little bit and bring it, make that road. I like the way that road curves down there a little bit on her. That's really the big thing that I like. So we'll do that. Pop it in. Let that load it in and copy on. Come on. I'll tell you what, since they did the update, Clip Studio has been a little bit on the slow side. That doesn't look too bad of an idea. Maybe let's adjust it a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit, the curve isn't too bad, but maybe if we put it down a little bit lower, and let's shrink it back up a little bit so that way we get a little more of the road. That looks a little better. Just to get an idea. So right now we're just kind of fleshing out what we want to look at for reference stuff. Put a layer over the top of that. And let's go ahead and we'll pop the witch out of the way for now. Not looking too bad. Howdy, great background. Rocket going up at 720. Oh yeah, that's right, Brian. That's right. They got yet another one. Man, they've been popping them out a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to use this image here. We're going to dim it down a bit so that way we can see some of our lines we're going to mark with. Get rid of the dark blue on the background there. We'll go up here and we'll go to sketch brush and let's pop it down to 5. How's your day going today, man? You been doing all right? Let's see. Okay, so I kind of like the angle on that. Let me pop the witch back on here so we can get so I can see again. We go down my mouse. So that should look pretty good. We'll obviously fill in a little bit of the skyline in the back area there, and then we'll do some sky stuff for it. So, all right. Yep, 3 days in a row. That goes up. I'll play with McGraw and take a shot, and I'll be back. You're pretty good. Got a haircut. Went to Wally World. How about you? Doing well. Got that. Almost have that other Cessna that I've been working on. Almost finished up, so we should be okay with that. The engine monitor's pretty much done with that, and I think I'll be working back on the Seminole. I fixed the Seminole real quick for a push to talk button, but I think I'll be working back on that, doing some wiring up because I think it's getting a new audio panel and they're putting a new GPS Navcom in there, so we'll be adding that in as well. That one won't be too tough with that, but you'll see some pictures on it on Facebook and Instagram if you follow me. But other than that, no, I've been enjoying the great weather and stuff. That's great. Yeah, thanks, man. And just have gonna have that. Got done with some of the finals and stuff for ASU, and let's see here. Maybe we'll put a couple. Maybe we'll get a couple buildings in the back just to kind of get an idea. Do some rough stuff. Just to get an idea. Throw some sketch lines out here. I really like, if I can get there we go. I like the curve of the road. That was really the thing that caught my eye on that drawing, this reference pic. That seems to flow nicely, so we'll do that. We'll just throw some pieces in just to kind of get an idea. And who knows, we might actually deviate from this for a little bit and play with something else. This is also another good tool if you don't want to lay up all the perspective stuff and you're just kind of looking for something a little bit dirty to do for a background. You can you don't have to work so clean with perspective lines. You just kind of basically get a little bit of some of the generic roof layouts and stuff. So basically just to get the idea of it, then we'll come in with the detail. We'll start detailing. It's going to be a nighttime one, so there's going to be more just illumination stuff, not too much on the actual layout, on the actual detail of the building. It's just more of a background area, so have some fun with that. So, and I have no idea where this place is. It's a random picture somebody has of a drone view of a neighborhood. Could be a real estate picture, who knows. Just using it just to grab just get a little bit of building area on it. without having to play with too much on the perspective. Make it a little bit quicker on that. Let's see if we can just get a couple of sketch lines in. Kind of get the roughness that we want out of it. Then we can create from there. Awesome background. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of modifying to it, and once we get done doing that, and get this stuff kind of drawn up and blocked out, we're gonna do the background sort of more of a painting like, to where we're gonna build from the back up once we clear this out. But we're also gonna, for this one you don't really see street lights. I'm gonna put some street lights in, so that way, because it's going to be a night scene. So we'll add that in and stuff. This is just a kind of, I like the layout, the flow of the neighborhood in this area. This one actually looks pretty cool. So looks like it's a combination of like condos, townhouses, big houses. You know, got a little mix of everything. Got a little bit of a fisheye to it. So we're just really getting this just so we can get a couple of area laid out. And of course we'll have like some other buildings in the back here, just some stuff that'll be up high, a little bit, do a couple down low area. Maybe we'll add a little bit of mountainous area in the back there. Maybe we'll put a little bit of terrain for that. We'll see how it plays out. Sounds awesome. Yes. Well, that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for awesome. We'll keep playing with it and make it ours. So. But, yep, just getting some rough sketch areas in that we want. So we'll do it that way. That way, that way. Yeah. So, I was looking in at that watch party stuff. We might actually do a separate day. I'll post it when we'll do it. Because being a Prime member and stuff, they have a thing where you can do a watch party, and maybe we'll just try it out, and maybe we'll do like something funny, like with the Grand Tour guys or something like that, where we'll do a watch party, and we'll pick a day with that where it's just more of just a relaxed thing, not so much having to draw and stuff. We'll just be able to watch it out together and kind of hang out virtually. So, let's see if we can give it a test. We'll do it on the day we're not just doing drawing and whatnot. Okay. So it doesn't look like much right now. We're just basically laying everything out. So we'll give that more of a swoop. This is just so I got some guideline area, and then we'll work in some stuff. So there we go. Let's see. Whatever this place is, these places got a lot of solar panels around wherever they're at. We'll show a couple driveways. We probably want to do a couple of walk areas, so that way we can get an idea. So we'll follow that line, and of course we'll have to put some generic background kids and like the like some Halloween costumes, some little, won't be that detailed because there'll be some tiny sketches, but we'll make it work out. And of course we'll have to do some of the brush and whatnot. And as we get further back, we're just doing rooftops. We might, like that, add a couple little, and then these will basically be getting down to some geometric shapes because it'll be nice and tiny. So, but basically that's what we're doing. We're just doing that just so we can get our layout of our idea, then we'll start painting on it. And of course we'll do a couple of lines here just so we can kind of get an idea for We'll do a row houses that way, row houses that way. There. This will help us for a little bit of scale and perspective on it. We'll kind of just show a grid look. So. And we'll probably have them to where they peek through just like that because of this neighboring street. So that's all it is. We're just using this as a backbone. So, all right. Okay, so we got that. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Now we got our grid layout, and let's kind of see how that's going to look with the witch on it. So we're not going to have to do too much detail. Maybe we'll. It ain't too bad actually. We'll be able to see a little bit of it there. Let's grab it and let's move it around a little bit and see what we can come up with. Kind of do like it that way already. We'll see a little bit there and we'll add a couple, but because of her, we're not going to have to worry too much in the direct background area on it. So we'll have some fun with that. Okay. Let's add another layer. Let's drag this guy down and we'll put back on the dark blue. Because that's what we can do that. We'll play with the sky right now. We'll do a little bit of, let's do some sky work. Alright, we want to go to the airbrush. Let's going to get kind of a bluish night sky here, so we want to probably give a little bit of a, let's make it a little bit bigger than that. Let's try 600. We're going to just kind of fade in this night sky. And bring it a little bit darker for some of the edges further out. And this is just how we're gonna, and if it goes down for a little bit below, it's no problem. So, and of course we want to go and let's see about giving a little bit of highlight to that as well. So we'll lighten it up in a couple areas. And let's give it a little bit of a purplish look in there. So we'll highlight, put a little bit of purples in it too. And let's go, run that over a little bit. And let's put a little purple in the sky too. Less than 2 minutes to liftoff. Heading outside, catching a while. Oh, cool. Let me see what I can do too. Open door. See if I can. I should be able to see it straight from there. So, wish I had my other camera hooked up for it. We'd be able to put it outside and everybody can see it, check out the watch. But wasn't thinking about it. Well, see if we can hear it when it gets ready to go up. I'm close enough to where we'll hear it. Let's go ahead and clear off the be right back stuff. All right. I have to get my other camera hooked up to where when we have these launches and stuff, so that way you guys can actually see it when it goes up right over there. Anywho, let's go ahead and we'll get back to playing with some of the drawing stuff. Well, whoop, on the green. If you're coming in, by all means, say hi. Don't be scared. Have some fun. I love chatting, so we'll chat and have some fun. So, what we're working on right now is kind of working on the background. And let's see here, we'll give these guys a little bit. Yeah, I looked out there myself. Dang it, guessed rocket on hold. I'm heading back out to play with McGraw anyway. Catch you in a bit. All right, Brian, you take care, brother. We'll see you in a few. I got my door open in case it does decide to come up, and we can at least hear it for a bit. Might actually see it, depending on I think it might be the right angle for it. So let's go ahead and we'll give it a little bit of a. Thank you, man. Alright, come on. Let's pop back on here. For some reason, Clip Studio has been a little buggy. There we go. Give it a little bit of a warm color for this. Just to get an idea. Okay. Oh, help if I put on the right thing. I got on the wrong layer. Messing around with that and did the wrong layer. Let's see. There we go. Go back down to this guy. Go ahead and delete that. Alright, let's play with this some more. This is going to have a little bit of a warm area. Let's bring it down right there. Let's bring it a little bit darker. Bring in the blues. Let's see if we can. Work that sucker up a little bit. Give a little bit darker blue. That's good. Now let's see here. Let's go to, what do we got? That should work. Let's see what this looks like. Let's make these guys maybe 1,000. Let's see. And let's try that color. That's a little bit better. Maybe we'll give them a little bit more of a cooler. That's a little bit better for that. Let's see if we can really bring in some of the stars. Of course, we can, if we get a little bit too thick, we can blend them out a little bit and open up the blender, make it a little bit larger. Blend some of the streaks out a little bit. There we go. And we'll go back to the stars and see if we can. There we go. That'll give us our starry night background. Doesn't look like the rocket's going to go up. Might just close my door back up. Alright, we're back. Okay, so let's see. We got, looks like a little bit of a starry night area on that. We have, what do we got here? Let's open up that layer. Okay, that's our sketch areas. Go ahead and we'll put them down here. Actually, let's rotate that back out. We'll go to this layer. And let's see what we got. Do a flat watercolor brush. Play with that one a little bit. And I do kind of like some of that. It kind of makes a nice little. Let's see here. Do it 150. Let's play with that. Maybe make it a little bit lighter. Not really like digging that. Let's see. Maybe we'll do like a round mixing brush type deal. It's not too bad. Let's play with that, see what we got. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad for the roadway. Let's actually throw this layer back up on top there. That way we can see our sketch lines. Turn off the witch for a moment. Let's see here. Ooh. So I have some trees and foliage that way. Give maybe a little tiny streak this way. Let's see the roadway. Alright, now let's go over to the green areas and see what we can come up with. Alright, so let's see what we got. Looks something like that. So, okay. So let's actually maybe we'll work on the use a turnip pen. Maybe we can get some more detail. Actually, no, let's stick with the brush for now. We're not doing details yet. Let's see if we can drop it maybe down to 100. We won't need it too big. Some nice clean strokes in that way. Put one right here. Throw a couple walkways up. It's gonna have a little bit of driveway there, another driveway there, throw one back there. And a couple of driveway spots there. And we'll have to this should have quite a bit of tree area on this in the background. We'll do. Put one over here, and of course one over here as well. And of course we'll have some tree area here. Maybe we'll do, this will be the sidewalk that they got on this side. Oop. Let's bring it down that way instead. It's gonna look alright. Of course we'll have to we'll do like maybe we'll do a park area where it kind of digs off that way. Alright, so we got that. Let's look at some. The houses are going to probably, most of them will be sort of like a tannish color, but get kind of a basic look to them. See if they look a little bit. Yeah, we'll make them a little slightly brown. We'll go through and we'll grab a couple of them, and make them look like the typical tan color. Like over here, this one should look nice tan, go like that. Maybe let's go to, yeah, we'll stick with the brush still. Might bring its size down a little bit. Run this guy over that way. And we'll do that one. We'll give this one the same type look. Maybe we'll give one down here, a little bit of it. And this one, we'll do this one in that same white color. Just gonna get the basics laid out. So at the same time up here on the right, I actually have, let me turn my mouse back on, see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you to see. But like up here is my little thumbnail, so I'm looking up out here on the top right corner area. You can see right there. Kind of get the idea of the profile, so when I put the witch up. So you're going to want to put one of those houses over there. Maybe we'll do this one that light color. We'll do this house. Actually, we'll probably do these two because they're pretty tight together. We'll do that. And this one will run over here as well. And we'll got it sort of a neat little fisheye look going on because it's off of the reference image is off of a drone that we used for the shot to get the idea. It was mainly because of the roadway that we have sitting there. Okay. Now let's see. We got some houses that are sort of like a soft blue color. Also, we're in the mix, so maybe we'll hit a blue color. And these guys, of course, are going to get. This is just the basis of it. It's going to get shadow and it's going to be darkened out, and we're going to add some lighting to it to where it'll look like it's dark. But go and see if we can change up some of this music. What we listen to right now. Try that one out. Sounds sort of like what we're listening to, but anyway. Back. There we go. Go to that one, bring it over that way. That piece back there as well. Let's see what else we want to do. We'll put one over here, make it look something. Not that tall though. About that high. That should do. I want it to look like a crazy mansion. Got that. Put one over here as well. Of course, got a little bit of blue showing through this part. A little bit in there. Alright. Let's see, maybe we'll give it sort of a clayish look. Let's see what houses we have that we're going to need to see. Probably do. Yeah, probably do that one right over there. Nice clayish color. Should do. And it's probably that's going to be like the front porch area, so we'll clean that up as we go. Let's see. Just see if we can. Starting to get the house looks. Not too bad. Maybe we'll make that one. Make this one similar as well. Just give it a little bit of more of a bluish or a purplish tint to it. That way it's got a little bit of difference to it. It's not too bad. Not bad. We'll have trees over that way. Got some trees over here. We'll probably just get a little bit of these colors in the back here. Just to show some fill in. And of course we'll do a little. Actually, we'll give them a little bit more space from that house to the other house. Let's do it this way. Okay. Let's go back over this way. We'll give this one back here a little because it's at kind of an angle. What we got? There we are. Corner there. we'll do. Alright, so we're getting thinner and thinner in what we see. Move that way, and we'll do another one like that over here. That's about it for that. Let's see, that actually looks pretty good there. Go ahead and save our work. Turn the witch on, see what it looks like. So yeah, not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and save our progress. And this is just from starting with the just a reference picture. Okay. There we are. Let's go ahead. Come on. Try and get this sucker running. I ask a lot of my my devices. Go ahead and close that up. Put that device over here with the other devices. Let's see. Doop. Go. Let's just move that over here. Get rid of that. That way we can see this. Because I have the reference picture also on here on the layer here, but I also am going to have it here as well, so I can see it a little bit better if I need to. There we go. Anyway, now I can just look at it and get the idea that I need. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop the witch off there. Come on. There we go. And let's, for the back area, we'll go for more of a grayish look. Well, maybe we'll just use these for the roofs. Let's see if the gray look good for the roof. Yeah, that should do okay. And we'll need let's see, we want to just trying to work out the whole lighting is going to be with the moon lighting. Once we put the moon in there, that is, of course. But this is the sort of doing it like in painting type of deal. Let's see. So we'll have spot that way. Hit that. That's going to be a little dark. That'll be dark. Probably have a slight light spot here. We'll hit that afterwards with the highlights. And actually, let me go back to this section back here. I think I did it too far right, the way I was doing it. That's right. Put it on this seam here. We'll run it down this way. That'll be the lit side of the alright, so we'll have that. Have a light side here. Get slightly higher. And we're gonna go from here on up. Okay, so we have that. That's gonna be a porch. So, and this one we're going to have same type of light area on the back side here. And we're going to do the same thing down this one as well to get some of the lighting, because the other side's going to be a little bit dimmer. Let's see. I guess we could play with the moon if we wanted to. Let's see here. Let's do a new layer. And let's do an ellipse. Maybe we'll put it up here in this corner like this. I don't know. Let's see. What do we want to use for that color? Actually, might not be a bad color. Let's see. Let's make it a 6. And we'll maybe put it right over that way. Let's see what it looks like with the witch there. Not sure if I like that. Maybe we'll offset it and we'll just put it to where it kind of comes in. That looks like it might work out a little bit better. Alright, let's fill that. That could do it. Yeah. Alright. So let us hit that, and let's mask outside that selection, so we just have that, and let's play with that guy. Bring this guy a little bit smaller, not so large, and let's see if we can let's see here. Maybe we'll make it look close as we can. We'll have Okay. That actually looks pretty cool. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's bring it up to 100. And let's actually see if we can make a moon here. It'll look pretty cool. Build the moon up. Bring it a little lighter. Let's see. And we'll do a little blend maybe. Whoop, just to get that look that we want. And let's go a little bit more of a purplish color to match up some of these. No, I don't want to blend it. I want to go back to the airbrush. So we can give a little bit of a glow off that sucker too. That might actually work out pretty good. And of course we want to give you a little bit of a couple of dark spots. We want that way you see some of the craters to it. Couple of areas that run up that way. Let's go to the G pen. Let's see if we can and we'll put a couple hits that way, and I think I might have a neat idea we might be able to do. Let's go down and about 20 on that for the blender, and we'll go back and forth here a little bit. Use the blender a little bit, see if we can ghost that sucker out a little bit more. Make a nice looking moon. Blender a little bit more. Kind of see what it looks like from a distance. Yeah, moon's starting to look pretty good. What we need to do is, let's see, do I have like a speckled little flake thing? What does this do? Nope, not those. That's the wrong thing. What's that? Nope, it's water. I'm looking for like a little. No, that's more water. Maybe they got a couple. Whoa, that might actually work. Let's just shrink that down really tiny there. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. Maybe we'll put it to 10. That might give us our texture we're looking for. Alright, let's bring it to 20. Maybe we can make it a little bit more spacing. Maybe this one might actually work out too. Let's try that. Oh, maybe we can just hit a couple spots and give a couple of those little blast textures to it. It looks a little funny right now, but we're gonna soften them out. That way we can get a little more randomness to it. There we go. That way. Just using some splatter tools and whatnot to make this sucker get it to where it looks more like a good moon up there. And of course I just have a moon reference sitting on my monitor over here also I'm using right now. So it's not too bad of a thing to it. Size of this blender, 20. Let's go back over to here. See if we can Oh, don't want those curls like that. You want it to be more like that. Alright, we can blend those in. And this is just having some nice fun. Getting there, making it work. We still got to do more work on our witch also. So now that we got a background tool, we're going to do some more lighting. We're going to actually tint her accordingly for the type of warm glows and lights and stuff to it. Before we were just doing it just to kind of match up. So I'm kind of digging and getting into this. This is actually pretty good. Maybe we'll hit a couple of maybe put a couple of black spatters or dark spatters in there also, because that'll help out nicely on. Help out really nice actually on the give it some crater look to it. Let's do that. Let's go back to my. Let's see what it looks like with some dark spatters. Ooh, that looks really nice. Yeah. Put a couple like that in together. That actually gives a neat looking crater look. That'll actually work out nice for the moon. Alright, let's blend those guys so we're not so strong. And what we'll do is we'll add a couple more in once we get it. Build back up on it. Yeah. See? It's okay to be messy sometimes. Bring that size up to about a 40. That way we get a little bit better blend and smudging. Yeah, that looks good. Moon's starting to come about here. Let's try. Let's hit another. Yeah, now I see when they pop in, they're not so strong for some of it. Let's get this guy cleaned up a little bit more too. There we go. Howdy, looking great. Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, started to get some of the base colors down. So that way we can see the basic gist of what we're looking for. Like I said, we're going to treat the background more as like a painting, and we're going to build up from it, and we're going to keep applying colors to it to get the texture and the look that we want and the feel. So, but figure we'll play at the moon a little bit, see if we can put together a moon. So, got a little bit of blend, a little blend. We're just adding some little details on this moon to make it, oh, not too much right there. Maybe there. Welcome, sounds great. Yes, yes. So I didn't get a chance to check any feeds to see if they actually did decide to scrub the launch. I'm guessing they did because I didn't hear it. So. Alright. I think that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, scrubbed until tomorrow, 7:06 p.m. Alright. Well, we'll just get back to playing with this piece. Alright, maybe we'll go back over here to some of the light and see about maybe lightening this up a bit. Let's do a little bit of a spray to this one. Let's see what the spray will look like. Maybe the spray will give it a little bit better texture look to it. Not bad. Yeah, spray isn't too bad. Droplets look better. Ooh, droplets are. That might be it. It actually doesn't look too bad. Oh well, it's so huge though, but Let's see what we got. Yeah, the spray doesn't look too bad. Let's make it a little bit larger and we'll work with that. The droplets did give it a neat look for that size. Give a little blend so that way we're not looking too spotty. But just where we get enough of a look. I'd say that definitely does it for a good looking moon for that. What we could do maybe is, let's go back to the airbrush and see, maybe we can give it a little bit of a glow. Let's give it a little bit of a more of a lighter blue tint to it, and let's see if we can put a glow behind it. Like so. That might be too strong though. Let's add a layer and do some playing. It might be too strong. Let's see if we can adjust the opacity, brush density, size. No, it's actually kind of light. Let me just see if I can feather it lightly. We can always blend it a little bit more. But it's not too bad. We give it a little bit of a... Actually, what we can do, instead of just doing a lighter color airbrush, let's actually change this up to a glow effect, and let's see if we can go from there. So what we can do is we'll actually do that, and we'll go to a white. Let's see. The glow effect kind of hits everything at the same time, and then we'll blend it a little bit. Get the blender back up to size. There we go. Yeah. That way it kind of gives that appearance. Maybe we'll add it above the top of that also, because that can give it definitely a neat look. We can dodge it. Let's see. Definitely lighten up the area on it. That definitely has a neat lighting to it. All right, that works out. Let's go ahead and when we got those layers put together, let's make a folder and we'll just title it the moon. That way we don't mess up any of those layers already. Come on, folder. Got a little bit. Come on. Tell you what, this Clip Studio Paint, I love it, but since their update, it actually is giving a little bit of problems for the recovery information to where it keeps things set up. Oh, there we go. Maybe we'll go into preferences and see about taking care of that right now. Well, okay, well, anywho, let's go ahead and we'll continue on. I'll play with that later. We'll label this the moon. And let's get those two and slide them in. That way we have the moon in that one folder. That way we can turn on and off the moon. Alright, so we got that. Let's go back here to our houses and stuff. And I guess we might as well save it being we got that set up. It's a weird song. Let's see if we can. What else we got? Go to the next track. All right. Okay. Oh, is this still working on saving? Jeez. It's not that tough. I know it's a large file though. Also because while I'm working on this, it's actually actively recording a time lapse while doing the live stream and everything. So bear with me while it writes. You don't actually see though it's popping up on the screen in front of it. So it's giving me little notifications saying what it's writing to the file and this and that. So. Come on. Let's try not to die on me. Alright, that's saved. Let's go ahead and close up some of the other images that we're not going to need. Maybe we're working on this piece. Alright, so let's hide the witch. Actually, what we could do, this might actually be pretty slick. Let's make a mask for that, so that way we're not having to worry about painting a bunch of stuff on the other side there. And that'll save us a little bit of time. Yep, looks incredible flying away. Zoom. Yep, that's what we're going to try and do. And this guy is actually, like I said, he's actually to an 18 by 24 inches. You can see on the top of the screen there. So it's actually set up for a print DPI setting, and it's for a poster size. So this guy, I'm probably end up setting up once we get done. We'll set up to where we can buy his posters or whatnot, canvas prints and whatnot. All right, let's grab. Let's do this and grab that. It looks like everything. Let's invert it. And what we'll do is we'll come down to here. Actually, we want to invert it back out because we want to mask her. So that way, when we work, you're going to, she won't be, like, we'll be able to see here. Like, that lighter colored stuff is all areas that we're not going to have to worry about coloring. It's because it's just literally has this. So we'll be able to work from there. That'll save us a lot of time from having to fill in too much detail. Okay, so we got that. Let's go to, let's grab this color and let's see if we can bring and do the other side. That's very cool and interesting. Yeah, what this is it allows us to not have to worry by doing the mask on this particular layer. It basically shows us an outline to where we won't have to worry about doing any rooftops here, or actually all these houses here we won't have to worry about because they'll be covered up in most of these houses. So we'll focus on these areas and stuff, and then we'll do the foliage and stuff around the back. We can still be able to go right through everything, you know, like it'll come through like that, like as you can see, but it's just not gonna, oops, pop through anywhere else. That's the neat thing about being able to do a mask like that. So kind of acts like a cheat sheet to where we don't have to see, we don't have to worry about some of those things. And let's go back to the mixing brush, and let's get some roof pieces on. See, like all that we don't have to worry about there. We'll put the roof, this will be a darker part of the roof here, and this will be a dark part of the roof as well. Let's actually go to a marker. We'll do like a felt, maybe the felt will, no. What do we want to do here? Maybe we'll do this side. This side gonna look okay? Not quite. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the turnip pin and see what we can come up with. Why isn't it not hitting that? What do we got going on here? Did I mess up something? Right there. Oh, I see it now. Jeez. I see what we did wrong. I went and did something silly, and I put that, this needs to be on this layer up here instead of the background layer. So let's actually do it on the correct layer. Perfect. Now we got it to where it's all blocked out the right way. I grabbed the wrong layer. The moon had it all mixed up. Now we're okay. Let's put the moon up higher here so we're not having to worry about which layers are what. Now we should go back to, got the G pin there, let's go to back to the mixing brush and let's see if we can, alright, that's more like it. Get some of these roof, the darker areas for the roof, the way the light's going to hit them. And this hot one's going to be the same way, it's going to be dark like that. We're going to see much on this one? Oh, we might see some on this one. Nope. We also want to grab. That way we can flip-flop back and forth. We'll grab and do this part here. Not going to have to see that, so. Alright, so the foot's down over that way, so we're not going to have to worry about seeing that. This guy might actually have a little bit of light to it, so we'll actually do this side will be the dark. Just where the moon's hitting it, we'll go that way. So you can see. That way we're not having to focus on any crazy details on that side. Actually going to try and do I was looking at the Prime stream today to try and do the watch party where we could actually, because they had like a football game going on, and I was like, well, that might be neat to be able to do it, but they have certain things you can do a watch party with, so as a Prime member I can do a watch party for certain things on there. So get this guy set up. Okay. And all these we don't have to worry about. These guys will be. And the front sides here is going to be dark as well. Let's see. Like I said, this is kind of a dirty look to it right now. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I know. I wanted to try and do that with the watch party, but it didn't. It wasn't allowing. It wasn't on one of those ones I could select to do. They got some neat shows that we could put for a watch party, or some movies we can look at that they had on there. So, like I said, maybe we'll pick one day, do that to where it'll be more of a relax chat thing. Let's see. So that guy is going to come up. Maybe. He's probably going to have a little bit of a roof look right in here. But not much. We want to actually probably go bring this guy down a little bit. I'll probably just take him like that. So that way we can of course I got to finish up some of the candy bars on the witch. That's a nice thing about jumping around. No big deal. So, Frontier Man, how you doing? We're working on our with the background for, we did our trick or treat witch for our poster, and we're just basically painting in the background. We used a reference image earlier just to kind of lay out some lines because of the way the roadway looked with the fisheye. So, and we just did the backdrop area for it, and built up the moon. So the moon actually is there now, so we have another light source area that we're going to do. And we're just kind of doing like a painting type style for the background, and I masked out the witch, so that way some of the sketching on the inside area here I don't have to worry about, because I don't have to worry about putting details in it because it's behind the witch. But like some of the rest of it, we're just basically getting some of the basic rough colors in, and then I'll work with darks like shadows and highlights, and we'll start using other brushes to cut in and bring some more detail into it. So right now we're just kind of working some of the rooftops for these houses and stuff. Basically seeing what we need and don't need. So we've got a couple different colors of the houses just to kind of throw in there. So, and of course this one's going to have just a tiny bit because most of this is we're going to put its foliage around the rest. And then back here I kind of have gridded out to where we'll just have like some rooftops you'll see, because we'll have tree foliage because it's further in the back, so there'll be smaller areas. We'll probably do a couple things like this to where they'll just basic, they'll look like roofs that we'll have back there. And do a couple of them just to kind of get an idea. Maybe add a little bit of a variance to some of them, nothing too crazy. More background fodder than anything else. And these will be, of course, be like the road areas for like a grid. So look like something like that. To when you see it from a distance, you'll just see basic rooftops. Because the main focus is going to be the foreground image and stuff. So we're just kind of, we've also got to put in a couple of kids on the roadway. There are some trick-or-treaters on the sidewalk and stuff walking around and whatnot. But we also got to put in the grass and light posts and trees. We're going to put a couple of things in there, do some lighting effects and stuff to make it look like it's a lit area, kind of give the nighttime feel. So of course we'll have a roof here, do a roof here as well. Not bad. And of course these little black sketch lines that I have up right now, those guys will go away once we get it set up. So I'll give you an idea to where you'll see the details in the background. But let me turn these back on, go back down this one. Alright, so we got that. Let's see, we got anything for the roofs there? No, don't need anything for the roofs there. Got a roof over here. This guy's going to probably be a little bit of a dark roof, and he's going to have a light top the way the moon is coming down on him. Cool. Yes, thank you. Very cool. So, and as you can see, I updated, I don't think you were on the last time, but I updated the overlay stuff. So one of our sketches we were playing with where it has Scully down there and our Skelly down there. And of course I came up with some funny looking pumpkins just to kind of get into the festive area, and built some light little post lights that you would see like in a back porch or something. So kind of have a little bit of fun with this. I'm going to try and see if I can put Hank and Finley in there because I got him finished up. So actually take a quick break and I'll pop. Oops, so I hit the save button on accident, so we're going to take forever today to save this thing again. I don't think I'm going to have the time lapse turned on next time around when I work on a project case. I mean, it's going to come out cool when you get to see everything, how it gets built up, but it just takes forever a day to write it to a file, especially with it being a poster size. It's a pretty good file size. So, come on. And of course, it's got to dark out again. Anywho, wait for the thing to catch up. Let's see. We don't need the moon reference image anymore. Get rid of that. So, how's your day been, Frontier Man? Did you Have yourself a good day. Weather down here has been great. Only down thing that happened today is that our launch that we were going to have around, I think it was 7:05, got scrubbed, or 7 o'clock got scrubbed, so, or 7:20. Sorry. All right, come on, finish up writing the file. No, we're going to wait for the program to respond. Gonna have to send in a report to him, tell him that it's definitely buggy for the since the update. There we go, and we're back. Anyway, let's show you Hank and Finley. We got Hank and Finley set up. So did a little bit of glow into him also for his candle. So we're gonna try and we're gonna find a spot to add him on the overlay somewhere. But definitely did we did some little bit of lighting effects to it and stuff. Got the candle and the inside of him lit up, and of course gave some of the warm lighting and stuff to match. All right, anyway, back to this. So let's see, we got some, let's go ahead and grab some of the lighter rooftop coloring and we'll paint from there. Switching gears, they look great too. Yeah, no, I was just showing Frontier Man some of the work we were doing. Let's see if we can go ahead and drop this down a little bit, the size as well. Because we're going to start working on some details now as we get going. This one's going to be the same way. He's going to have like a little bit of a crest light. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we can see we got a half hour left. Maybe if we want to keep working on this, we can. Or if you guys want to try, maybe we'll come up with a new sketch or something if you want. We can always do that. That can be fun. Get this rooftop corner piece here. So what do you say? Want to keep working on this, and we'll already want to open up a new window and we'll come up with something. If you guys got an idea, you want to see something sketched out, we can hit it. So we'll do, let's do one this way, and let's kind of give this one sort of like a side rooftop look. Got to use your imagination a little bit with these guys sometimes, especially when you're just coming up with stuff, because oh, this looks like, oh, it looks like boxes and blocks and whatnot, and it doesn't look like much. So, but like I said, that's the reason why up here in the top right corner here, where I got my little hand thing at, is a nice way to look at a thumbnail of it, where you can see it from a distance while I'm working up on details. Helps you kind of get an idea of like, yeah, that does look pretty good. Maybe we'll back here. Let's see. We'll put, this will be some of the buildings in the back, but even then, some of them aren't going to be seen because of the witch covers them, even because she's such a big foreground piece. That we will do that one. Maybe we'll put this one because this one will have be facing towards the moon for some of the moonlight. Whatever you want to do, either way is fine with me. All right. Oh. What do we got here? Anything here? Just a little bit of lighting now. And let's hit this guy a little bit. He's going to actually, because he goes behind this other building, we'll probably hit him with a little shade. Good evening. The 3 raccoons are back. Oh, you got Acorn again? I'm getting my Discord server set up to where if you guys send me pictures and stuff on that, I can send it from my phone on the Twitch stream to where if the pictures look cool. Because while you guys did that the other day, some people, there was like, hey, it'd be neat to be able to show some people that what I was getting information on. So working on that, we'll have some fun. So we got a little bit of a skyline area of that, and gonna have a little bit of a mountainside over here to the left. Let's hit this back over. So this is what we're working on, Crazy Quilter. We're working on doing the painting, like the mural design for the background for my Trick or Treat witch. I got to finish up the candy in her area and work on her leggings, her boot, and the bottom part, doing some shading in. And I got some highlights to do on her, but we'll be able to do the highlights now a little bit more effectively with it, because we'll use some of the coloring and some of the warm lighting that we'll use for the background. That way everything will blend a lot easier. I just did a mask on her so that way I can hide her while I'm working on the back there, but yet I don't have to try and view all the details that'll be behind her. It'll save time. So, because like some of this stuff over here, you can see some of it pops in, some of it doesn't. Some neat little tricks. So it's no, it's Larry, Moe, and Curly. They're 3 raccoons. No acorn to bear this time. That's cool. Getting some neat like Wild Kingdom Mutual of Omaha stuff. I got that. And let's do a couple lighter colored ones up here. That might be too light. We'll darken him out. We'll blend him out a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. It's too bright. Let's hit a couple of areas back here. Well, that's about it for that. And let's see. This guy should be pretty good here. And of course, we'll have to do some lighting for the for all of these little things. We'll have to put some lights in, you know, and then of course we'll do some lighting effects for that also to show some glow and whatnot as well. But like I said, we're just basically doing the blocking before we start cutting in the details. This will get our portfolio or our silhouette or profile of everything to where everything matches up nicely. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and put a couple other rooftops in here. Make that a tall one. And some of these you're not going to see too much of it because we're going to start putting in some foliage and trees and whatnot. So I guess over here we can actually work a little bit on the grass area. Alright, got that. Let's go to, let's get it some green in here. And we probably want to do a little bit darker green to be a little flat. Probably about that. That look probably be pretty good. Let's give it a test out and see what it looks like for grass. And of course we'll make it a little bit fatter because we're going to have some more ground to carry. There we go. And of course this is the actual in Clip Studio Paint. You just don't have like a cursor for it. This is actually an actual brush type, and it's just a round mixing brush. So that's the reason why when it comes across some of the other colors, it blends and picks it up. But that also gives it that more of a organic feel to it. So, and as you can see, if I strake it, if I go fast, I can actually streak it a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to start blocking in all the rest of the goodies here. This is like painting and having fun without having to do the cleanup afterwards. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, of course it hit. Went for the translucent section. My fast keys. So did you have a good Thursday, Crazy Quilter? I got more work finished. I'm almost done with that other Cessna airplane. We'll got another piece coming along soon. So weather's been great down here. I think it's been only getting like today, like 80, 82 during the day. As for the high, in the morning it's like 63, 64. I think that's what it's been past week. Of course, we got the snot beat out of ourselves from the storm, but people are recovering from that nicely. Let's go ahead and we'll just start building this in. Look at that, I don't have to worry about all that mess there because the witch is covering it, so. Oh, don't need to hit that part that way. And we're just gonna there we go. So get an idea, see what it starts looking like. Alright. It's not looking too bad. So we'll put this out here for some green. And we'll have a little bit of greenery here as well. Let's see. Might actually streak some green through this. We might actually redo this and go over this again. We might just do that, and because I'm going to add some tree brush over the top. That's what we might actually do. So get all that set up. Okay, so we got that area, that area. Let's see here. Work in some of the grass sections. Yeah, we're getting there. So, run this guy. We'll probably run this way. We'll also grab some of this. And let's shrink this down. 40s and 60s temp here. Fall leaves are starting to show. Oh, cool. Let's see if we can. These guys are going to be a little bit smaller for the sidewalk. Do it that way. And we'll just run them across. Got driveways. Look that in. That's some nice cool temps up there. There we go. We'll run over here and hit some of this green too. Yeah. Let's see. Got some green up here a bit. Not too shabby. We'll run some of this guy in. Doesn't have to be that detailed because we're going to get it cleaned up some more anyway. There we are. Okay, this is back of the houses, street roads. So we probably have see a little bit of grass that way. A little bit of greenery because we'll have some trees popped up as well. And let's see here. We pretty much have put a little bit of green on the side of the corners here. Run these guys up here in the backyard, some green. And of course we'll start adding some details to these bad boys too. So, and that roof is going to go that way, so we'll probably see a little bit right there. No, that's actually goes straight and you see a street, so we're not going to see grass there. Alright, this one we can bring it tight. Curve. It's okay if it's not totally perfect because we're going to have trees along the street as well. And let's go back and let's bring this up. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring that curve. There we go. That's more like it. All right. And let's see. Start to get an idea what it looks like. So, all right, we're getting there. Slowly but surely we make it go. I don't know if I want to have that one house over there in that corner. It does look a little goofy. Maybe we'll do something. Maybe we'll add some more down this run. Put a couple. Let's grab that color and see, it's going to run that way, so we'll probably have a little house this way. Maybe we'll bring it up, so we'll have a little spot over here as well, because the houses are getting going to get progressively smaller. Run that guy back. And let's see here, we'll grab that one for that color, that for that color. See if we can work on a little bit of roofs and stuff. So we'll probably, this one will probably have a roof that you can see some of the lighting off it from the moonlight. We'll give it kind of like a pyramid look. And of course we're going to fill in with some foliage around it as well. So, get a little bit like to that effect. These guys will have a little more yard to them. That's what we'll do. That way now it doesn't feel just like there's like one little blue thing there. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's grab some green again, and we will bring it this way. And what we can do is we can, I got an idea, let's put that color, oh no, we want that color. We're gonna make, let's go to this, we'll grab this color too. And we'll make a street, the street's gonna go across like that. So for the size of it. We're gonna get rid of that spot because we're gonna put it, we're gonna basically make this to where you'll see a house. That's what we want. We'll see basically a house on the end of the street area. So we'll have that. Do a little house here. We'll probably do a little roof piece. A little. Maybe we'll give it a little pitch there on the roof. And then we can put a blue one over here, so we'll give it a little bit of yard, and we'll put a blue one over here as well. That should look okay. Let's grab some roof. So this one we'll have that way with the roof over that way, and then the other side will be the lighter color. That light color. Let's grab that color and we'll change that actually to this. Like a neat looking little spot back here. Now we can put the roof on that bad boy. And let's give a little bit of green. And a little green in front of it. A little green here in this corner. And a little greens in here. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to do some more work. Okay, what do we got? We got any? Got green on that side. And of course we're going to have green here. We might use this corner area to where it looks sort of like they got some Halloween decorations. So we might actually use this area here to do put some a little bit of Halloween decorations up. Give it a little when we get ready to put the details in. The interesting part to this is trying to give it that. You can't just do a perspective grid. I mean, it'll work, but when you're trying to get that look of a drone, where the drone has a little bit of a fisheye to it when it looks at everything, and then of course the image that I used as a reference was a flat image, and I actually rotated it in the screen to where it gave us that more dynamic angle, to where it kind of adds a little bit more feel to it. Now it just doesn't look like she's just floating up out of the ground or out from the background. Oh, I know you're saving recovery information. Let's go. Come on, I only got a few minutes left. I see my timer telling me I got 10 minutes. Come on, it's Clip Studio Paint. We need to work. I haven't had this much issue in a while. I got like so much stuff on this one. But hey, we're definitely testing the limits on it. There we go, and we're back. Alright, throw a little bit of green down here. This is all backyard stuff here. The reference image we used, evidently the houses and stuff have like the garage on the side, and it's got like a front area. So let's grab this and we'll put like a little walkway there, and maybe we'll give this like a little side porch. Doesn't look bad. We'll give these areas like where it looks like they got a little garage or driveway here or walkway that goes to these houses off to the side. There we go. So those will get detailed out. Alright. Well, let's see. Got 10 minutes left. Starting to get a little stiff myself. Let's go ahead and close this up. Let's go to the big screen. Skipped 20% for the last 2 minutes. Yeah, a few seconds ago now. Alright. Jeez, I got everything acting up on me. There we go. Now we're set. Sorry about that. Getting a little technical difficulties. Well, I got about just a little under 10 minutes left for the feed, or the live stream. We made some pretty good progress on this, but I'm just grabbing a snapshot of the of a reference we did of basically I just typed in neighborhood bird's eye view, and I just kind of looked and I saw one that had a nice line for this the sidewalk and the roadway that comes down, and it kind of pushed back a little bit, and it didn't even have the skyline in the back here. We had to add that in, but that's not going to be a big deal to it because it's pretty much small details in the back. Might even make it smaller and whatnot. But not bad for only an hour and a half of work. We got a pretty good layout for it. We did the stars patterns in the background for this night sky, and played with some neat tools, some brushes for the moon that we did. So it actually turned out pretty well. And I see if I can get this bugginess out of the new update done up. So thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully, Brian had said, oh, looking great. Thanks, Brian. Brian also said that I guess they're going to try again. Is that? I wonder if they're trying tomorrow for it. I think you said the 7th. So I probably won't be on the live stream then for that. But watch if we have a launch for the live stream. I'll try and get my camera set up to where we can, when it does happen, I can flip to like a mobile camera to where we can actually see if we have a nice night, and we'll be able to pop it up on the screen there, and we'll take a moment from drawing and watch a rocket go up. So anyhow, guys, I had a great time hanging out with you. And yeah, tomorrow 7:06. Yeah, I think that's what you said. But I had a great time hanging out with you guys. We're going to do some other neat and cool stuff as we keep going along. The Patreon site is coming along together. It's going to be opened up soon where you'll be able to do commissions, to where if there's a piece or artwork that you want to have done, you can do commission services on that. I'll have also subscription-based stuff to where you'll get, it'll be like a monthly thing, and you'll get extra access to other like training tutorials, and you'll get other little, depending on which tier you get, you'll also get little specialty items and stuff, whether it be some merchandise, all the way up to the max tier one, where you'll actually can do every 3 months you'll be able to do a one-on-one training session with me, where won't be on this type format that you see right now. It'll actually be on Patreon. It'll be sort of like a Zoom or a Duo type area, to where it'll be more one-on-one chatting and stuff, and we'll be able to exchange files or images, or you'll be able to show me stuff, and we can do more critique stuff or other work. And on top of that, every 12 months of being a subscriber for that max tier, you'll also can get a commission piece that is included with it, or unless there's something you saw before that you wanted to have a piece for. So we're going to work on that. So anyway, that's all in the mix of things. Discord server's getting set up also, to where we'll be able to start doing images and whatnot, to where if you decide to grab yourself a drawing pad and stuff like that, and you want to work on something together, we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to have some fun. So everybody have a good night. Frontier Man, have a good night. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. I'm going to try and add a couple more to the schedule for events, for live stream stuff. We'll try and work more things up. So anyway, have a good night, and don't forget, let's create something together.